Hi, everybody. Welcome to day 6 of the 30-day mindfulness challenge. What a pleasure it is to have you here with us this morning. We're so thankful to be able to share this practice with you, to make it more available and accessible. It's so easy online that we get to have this technology where we can communicate the way that we are, and we get to be able to share this space together. What a blessing that is. And so this morning, Stephanie's going to be leading us through a guided practice, and I'll get you started.
Perfect. So why don't we get seated nicely in our chairs? Have your palms open, however you like, on your thighs. And why don't we begin by closing our eyes? Let's start by taking a deep inhale breath. Nice deep exhale. A few more. Notice as we start to take a few deep breaths, how our shoulders start to relax and our body starts to sink into our seat. That sense of calm feels so relaxing. Let's start to notice sensations in our body. Our feet flat on the floor. Feels cool if you're not wearing any shoes. Just press your feet into the floor. What does that really feel like on each part of your foot? Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit. Always coming back to the breath. Maybe your morning was a little bit rushed. That's okay. You're here now, present. We're taking time for ourselves. Just being with our breath. Deep breath in. Maybe you notice that your mind has wandered a little. That's okay. Let's place that thought on the leaf. Let's watch it flow down the stream as we let it go. Breathing in. And out. Now bringing our attention to our physical surroundings. You might notice sounds, cars driving by. Bring your attention back to your breath. Breathing in. And out. Just allow sounds to be there. Focus on your breath. Notice when you take a deep inhale, your belly expanding, filling filling with air in your lungs. And then a deep exhale as we let that go. In and out. You might just start to feel heavy sitting in your chair, really noticing your back against the chair, your bottom in your seat, and your feet flat on the floor. Let's just breathe into that as we sink deeper and deeper into our practice. You might notice your arms feeling heavy and your shoulders more relaxed as we focus on the breath with our deep inhales and exhales. You might notice your face starting to feel soft, more relaxed than when we started. Focusing on our breath, breathing in and out. You might notice your mind has wandered. Let's observe that without judgment, just allowing and letting be. Remembering your breath is your anchor, and you always can bring your attention back to your breath. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. If any emotions have arose for you during this practice, let's not try to push them away. Let's just notice them. Breathing into this experience. Setting an intention for our day with calm relaxation. Breathing in and out. In and out. Let's take one final deep breath in together. And out. Start to flutter your eyes open. Bring your attention back to the space around you.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Oh,
I feel
amazing.
good.
So
Me
relaxed.
too. How do you guys feel?
Yeah,
I hope
comment how you feel.
I hope you're feeling well.
Good morning, Annette.
I think it's Tina.
Oh, Tina.
She
Sorry.
spells the name backwards. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Kristen.
And Vivian, thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah, it's great to have you all. What a treat it is to be able to, like we said at the beginning, share the space with you, to be able to find calm we'd love to know how you're feeling. I'm sure there's some questions that you have about this practice as you're navigating the steps of just paying close, careful attention. There's some natural troubles that arise in the mind. There's thoughting that's going to happen, and we've mentioned this before, but I think that it's worth mentioning over and over again, is that your thoughts aren't a problem, right? There's not a problem. They're not getting in the way of your practice. They are your practice, Not having thoughts during your mindfulness practice would be very analogous to walking into a gym to expect to work out your body, and then not having the workout equipment there to be able to service the muscles that you want to add tension and strength to. And it's similar with the mind. The mind has thoughts. The thoughts are always there. The thoughts are happening as you go throughout your day too. They're not exclusive to when you're paying attention. They're happening all the time.
We can't stop them. They will always be there. We have to learn how to breathe into them.
Exactly. And make peace with them. Because it's really not a problem that you think. In fact, 9 times out of 10, you're absolutely grateful that you think. And probably way more than that even. You're grateful that the running dialogue in your mind is just kind of happening. And what a blessing that really is, that we have this capacity to be able to process the fact that we're safe in this moment, process the fact that this makes sense, or to understand what people are saying. We're always kind of thinking and experiencing things. It's just when that thinking is out of our awareness that it creates problems, it creates emotions that we don't like, and that's what we're trying to observe in our mindfulness practice. Is that thinking mind, getting familiar with it, making peace with it, so that we can ultimately move forward in life and enjoy things a little bit more.
And that's the beauty of the breath. We always have the opportunity at any point throughout our day to come back to it. I even find just doing 3 deep breaths, if there's a stressful situation at work or at home, 3 deep breaths, just calming down a little bit. I notice my shoulders, they relax, and I'm able to just be calm and present in how I respond in that moment. And it does help the thoughts to maybe just be, and to notice that they're there, and maybe I can't do something about them, but I can always focus on my breath and just be present.
For sure. Well, that's a very common response, right? Tina asks,
how can I get into a deeper meditation? I do my 5 senses in the morning when I walk my dog. Oh, that's fantastic. Great work.
Well, it's interesting that you asked that question, and it brings up the point of meditation versus mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying close, careful attention to what's so here in this moment. What you might discover about, a meditation practice that asks you to focus in on, a visualization that you have, or onto one sense. You're really diving into that one sense. It takes time and practice. And so then as you dive into a sense, for example, let's say it's a sense of smell, and you're really carefully paying attention to what it is you can smell, where it is you can smell it, or a sense of touch. You can do a body scan and kind of explore the different things that you can feel. It takes practice because our senses are generally quite numb until we use them. If you close your eyes for a really long time, then you open your eyes for the first time, you'll notice that you don't have the details and the visuals that you typically have after 5-10 minutes of having your eyes open. And it's the same thing with our sense of smell, our sense of taste. Actually, sense of taste is a beautiful example where individuals will take lots of time making sense of their own palate, where they can taste things and feel things. And so it really is a patience practice. And so mindfulness is certainly the first step of paying close, careful attention. And then meditation, I would say, is stepping into that attention and trying to capture your awareness around that completely. And that's where sometimes meditation can be quite frustrating, because in light of that, your mind will wander and forget to pay attention to those things. And because you've got an objective in mind of paying close and careful attention to that one thing, you'll see how quickly your mind steps away from that. And so, I would say that meditation, especially like a deeper, focused meditation, it's something that you got to flex as a muscle. If we go to the gym today, you might lift 10 pounds, and you curl those 10 pounds, and after 10 reps, you feel exhausted. But if you do that today, and then you do that tomorrow, and you do that the next day, by next week, 10 pounds is going to be light for you. By next month, you're going to need to add it to 15 pounds or step it up. It's the same thing with our meditation practice. right? Start slow. Start with a sense that's more obvious, like the sense of feeling. You can feel the seat underneath of your bum. You can feel that the chair is behind your back. You can feel your feet on the ground. Start with that sense because that's a little bit more obvious. Practice that day after day if you do want to get into a deeper relaxation or a deeper meditation. And then, you might just naturally step towards that with awareness.
How long have you been practicing?
On a consistent basis, about 3.5 years.
Wow.
I got introduced to mindfulness and meditation in university, and I really didn't like it. This would have been 12 years ago, and I didn't like it because I thought I was doing it wrong. And that's where I really started to encourage people not to see this practice as something that is supposed to clear the mind and get rid of your thoughts. It's just a practice of paying close, careful attention, because that's something that I could do the first time I tried it. I didn't like it. It wasn't comfortable in that sense, but I could do it right away. I didn't feel like I was failing at that. Yeah. Right? And then, at university, it was an assignment. I was supposed to meditate every day. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I think I just journaled and pretended like I did. And then when I did my yoga teacher training, it got reintroduced to me in a little bit more of a structured, formal way. And I explored some benefits that I didn't realize existed amongst the meditation practice. And then it just kind of unfolded into what it is now for me, which is almost a necessity. I can't function the way that I hope to function in life without this practice.
I definitely agree with you. I notice I feel and think and behave a bit differently when I practice my mindfulness, and I try and make it a consistent practice and do it every day. And I do notice I'm more at peace and more calm with myself.
Sure.
And able to function as my best self by doing this.
Yeah. Well, and it comes up in subtle ways. Like if I didn't eat lunch and I know I have like a meeting that's maybe I need to give feedback to somebody that wasn't as positive as you'd like to. Or sometimes you have to have a difficult conversation with somebody. That's most appropriately done when I'm well nourished, well slept, taken care of, because I'm calm, I'm rational, I'm relaxed in those moments. And so it just, if nothing else, it informs me of how to optimize the situations that I put myself in and the situations that I create in my life. I agree. And that's a really profound thing to be able to have some measure of control over, because there's so many aspects of life that we have no control over. Right? Like this morning, you're telling me that you woke up to some pet surprises at home. And that's a gentle way of putting it, but that's life, right? Like life is chaotic and difficult and stressful. Do you know what's so funny? When this happened this morning, there was some pet surprises in my home, and I was rushed as it is on the normal. I stopped and I took 3 deep breaths. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I got this. I got this. That's how I started my day. For sure. Well, and it's not cheesy anymore. Like when you first start it, it's like, okay, I'm just going to do it because teacher so-and-so told me. But now it's like, no, like if I'm going to feel any relaxation getting ready this morning. I genuinely need that. Absolutely. And I think it's something that we train. Right? We've been practicing for a while. So then it's something that we can flip the switch on gently. And again, I bring this up because I think it's important to understand, because otherwise it's easy to make yourself bad and wrong. The relaxation response is not a flipped switch. It's not on or off. It's more like a sliding scale. And if your baseline is near the stress response, you can slide yourself towards the relaxation response. Just by taking a few deep breaths, by finding that 10-minute meditation or mindfulness practice. And by exercising the muscle, you can evoke that response or move yourself on that sliding scale a lot more easily. And you'll discover other ways to move yourself on that sliding scale too. Yeah, that's great. Cool. Such a good discussion this morning. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks for the question, Tina. I hope you have a wonderful day. Shared my 5 senses with you. Oh, awesome. Very cool. Fantastic. Well, we'll see everyone tomorrow at 8 a.m. We're looking forward to it. Yeah. Thanks. See you then. Have a great day.